poultry farmers are facing very many problems in the poultry business, and one of them is increased price in the poultry feeds, which at the end you will find out that the profit which a farmer is getting out of each bird is very low, and sometimes nothing at all. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you tricks that you should use in order to get more profits than you usually get, apart from selling your birds directly to the consumers. So guys, you stick around. And this is more especially to farmers doing the local chicken, the broilers, and the croilers, or the improved local birds. Number one is by selling birds immediately after brooding them. This is one of the ways that most people don't take serious. In fact, there are few people who are doing this kind of business but are getting really huge profits from it. I will give you an example. Each bird costs around 2,500 to 3,000, that is Ugandan shilling, which is about 0.6 to 0.8 US dollars. These are broiler birds, one broiler bird. But the price of brooded broiler bird is at 10,000, which is close to $3. I will be using dollars because most of my audience are not only from Uganda. There are others from other countries, so I'll put dollar as a currency which you will understand easy. Whereas an adult broiler bird ranges from 20 to 20,000 Ugandan shilling, which is about $5 to $8. Mind you, the figures that I'm giving you are the figures from my place where I'm coming from. My place is located in a village, very far from a town. As we all know, prices of things are very cheap in villages compared to towns. I think maybe because of the low population in the villages or the low demand of the products. I think you can leave it in the comment section below why the prices of things are very low in the villages compared to the towns. But if you're in busy places like Kampala, then the prices of the things will be also high, and sometimes will also be doubling the price that is in the village. Like for instance, let me try to catch one hen from here and then try to show you the price from my area and that in Kampala. So you can give me a minute. So I think you guys can see this one right over here is a hen. This hen in my area here can cost to 15,000 Ugandan shilling, but in Kampala it is close to 30,000 Ugandan shillings. So you can see the huge difference. That's why I'm trying to bring up that point. You can go. So my point is that if you are to sell brooded birds, for instance, the broilers are kept for a maximum of 2 months, which is 8 weeks. But brooding in broilers may take, if worst, it will be 3 weeks. 3 weeks, you're done with your brooding. Now, let's say one guy has 500 broiler birds, which he will be selling immediately after brooding them. That is after every 3 weeks. And he sells it at 10,000 Ugandan shillings, which means that if we are to remove expenses, the price of the day-old chicks, it can be like 5,000. And the feeds, which means that that guy has 5,000 clean profit, clean money. So guys, multiply that 5,000 times 500 birds. That will be 2.5 million shillings, Ugandan money, which will be equivalent to 683 US dollars. 683 US dollars. That is within 3 weeks, not even a month. 3 weeks, you have your $683. Now, let's say that you do that one in 1 year. Only 1 year. How much will you be having? Of course, the figures will be nice to look at because they will be big. That's why I'm telling you that we should use this method in order to get more money from our birds. Remember, these are figures from the village, which means that if you're in town, the figures will shoot up and you will be getting more profits than these ones that I'm showing you right now. That's why I normally tell people that much as we start our poultry farms in the villages, we should look for the market in urban centers or in towns or in cities, because in these areas the prices are more higher than in the villages. Before we move further, if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Jacob, a passionate farmer about poultry keeping. On this channel, we talk about poultry farming in general. We talk about the layers, the broilers, the local chicken, the guinea fowl, the ducks, the geese, any kind of poultry, you will find it on this channel. So if you are one of the people that have been looking for channels that can teach you on how you can run your poultry farm successfully right from the scratch, then you're on the right track. So I kindly beg you to subscribe to the channel, and if you find the content inside this video being beneficial to you, do me a favor, like the video. That way YouTube will also recommend this video to other more people. And lastly, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you will be the first one to be notified in case I upload any new video. Thanks for doing that. Number 2 is by selling day-old chicks to farmers. This is another way on how we can get more money from our birds. There are very many people out there who want to start poultry keeping, whether being layers, broilers, or even local chicken, depending on the passion of that person. Which means that the market of the day-old chicks will always be there. But first, this one needs you to have adult birds or breeder birds which will be giving you eggs. And second, you need to have an incubator where you will be incubating your eggs and turn them into chicks. Like me over here, I am doing local chicken, and the only thing that I'm left with to start selling day-old chicks is an incubator. And the birds that I'm having currently, I can have like a minimum of 150 eggs every month, which for the start will be very good. And among the chicken, whether being layers, broilers, or the croilers, local birds are very expensive compared to all types of these chicken. So with this, it can give you enough more money that can help you to push to another level. But it is good for the people that are doing layers or broilers. Why? Because these birds give you eggs daily. Like every day, you get an egg. Like for instance, the layers, they give eggs after every 26 hours, which means that after every 26 hours, you will be getting an egg. But if you are doing local chicken the way I am doing right now, then at some point, it will not be as much as profitable as it would be if you were doing layers. Because these local birds, like for instance, the hens lay only within a short period of time. They can lay for a maximum of 15 days. They'll stop laying eggs. But the layers or the broilers, they will give you eggs daily. Then let's say that you have 500 broiler birds or 500 layer birds. In a month, you can get, if least, then it will be 450 eggs. That is 450 chicks every month. Then how much will that be? Calculate it and keep the figures to yourself. The next benefit of using this is that you will not go through all the expenses that you would have gone through if you are now raising your birds from the normal stage up to the point of selling them off. Things like brooding them, things like the feeds, all the things, you will not go through them. Number 3, which is most important, is that if at all you're now keeping broiler birds, then I suggest you must start your restaurant. Yeah, start your restaurant in a busy town. With this, I'm trying to say that you need to set up a place where you sell food directly to people, where you sell chicken directly to people. You can roast it any kind which you want, but I want you to be selling it directly to people who eat it. I like giving examples because it highlights us more on what I'm trying to mean. So let me give you another example. A broiler bird costs around 20,000 Ugandan shillings, which is about $5.4 if you are to sell to your customers. But if you are to sell it in a restaurant, one piece is at 6,000 Ugandan shilling, which is approximately $1.6. Then multiply that times the parts of a chicken. We have 12 parts in a chicken, but let's use 10. So 10 parts times 6,000, that is 60,000 Ugandan shillings. That's when you are selling it in a restaurant. But when you are selling it to your customers, it will be 20,000. which means that you have 40,000 difference, 40,000 difference in price. So guys, I think you are understanding what I'm trying to say. If we are to use this kind of methods, then we will get huge profits at the end. Even if the prices of the feeds rise up, or even if the maize, the soya rise up, even if we use the commercial feeds, we will not be affected so much because of the tricks that we are using to get more money from the birds that we are keeping. So guys, we must be very, very smart in any kind of business that we are doing. Currently, the poultry business is facing very many kind of problems. We have the high price feeds, we have the high taxes, so we should be very smart, not in avoiding these things, but in getting more money at the end, whereby even if we pay the high taxes, even if we buy feeds at high prices, we will still be in the business for as long as what happens. That's what we want. If you have any question about poultry keeping, you can drop it in the comment section below. I am willing to answer at any time. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so that you can be one of the family members in this awesome family. Otherwise, thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.